Now let's do this again. Okay, now let's see what you do round start, because Liz's round start is going to be different. You're walking back. Okay, you don't really want to walk back round start against Liz, because Liz wants to keep you far away from her. She wants to be far away. The round start position that you are against Liz is a really good range to stay at, because you pressing 5A is going to beat practically everything she does. Her sweep isn't that threatening round start against Mitsuru. There you go. Your full screen. Yeah, you can't just mash with that toes pressure. You gotta wait for your turn. You're still not waiting for your turn. You tried to hold up back and you got hit. Okay, now you're blocking. Okay. Okay, now you're out. You don't force your turn. You're trying to pin her down in the corner right here. That was a pretty good coup. The roll from the Liz player was really good. It was kind of random, but it got them out of the situation because they were landing, and Coop would have stuffed practically anything out they did, but you still caught the roll in the end. So, and you baited the grab and you dropped the auto combo. That should have been a kill. That kind of stuff is important. When you just drop an auto combo when you have a 100 meter and that converts into a kill against Liz, you don't want to just let Liz live, especially if you're playing Shadow Mitsuru, because she can kill you with one combo and a hammer combo, or she can just kill you without spinning meter or burst, which is terrible. But let's see what you do. You're walking back again. You're scared of Liz. Oh, but you're cooping. That's pretty good. Okay, and bait another grab. Well, DP, but grab DP. Okay, you can't tech one. Oh, okay. You're still trying to up back. At that range, actually, let's go back, because this is pretty important. Right here, if she's gonna run that far and then try to meet you, you can just press 5A. You honestly can just press 5A out, because she's not very plus right there. She's going to try to run up all the way and try to meet you, but that's not something that you will know first time getting thrown like that, but it's just something to look out for. It's interesting that you're willing to SB Coop out of pressure, but you're not willing to use the meter for other defensive options. But it's not bad, because SB Coop is as fast as a Bare. But it's interesting that you do that, especially at Shadow Mitsuru. 5A. That's actually really good pokes at this range, because there's not that many things that Liz can do to contest Mitsuru, especially when it's neutral and nobody has advantage. The 5A bullies Liz really hard, but what's even better than that is a space B Coop. Because a space B Coop, when you're holding it and then you hold back just to make it like +4 on block, it'll still be your turn after the B Coop, and it'll stuff out whatever Liz does. Is really oppressive against Elizabeth. But this roll right here, do you catch it? No. You jump back. I'm not sure why you jump back in that situation. Good job trying to threaten that stagger pressure, because that was fake as shit. Here it is. You try to bait something out. Oh, that's why you jump back. Okay, and mashing out the stagger pressure. That is kind of weird that you're willing to spend that 25 meter, but you're not willing to do any other defensive action that costs meter. It's just interesting. Okay, you're walking back once again. I guess you tried to jump back and you got hit out of it. Okay. You're still not trying to react to the Thanatos pressure. You just see when your turn is to get out, when that is the course of action. But you know that now due to the advice that you got after you finish playing. But, you know, block low and wait for the grab. It's not that threatening unless you try mashing out or holding up back. That was a pretty good coup. Yeah, your key here is to try to bring her to the ground with JA and then threaten with 5A and Coop, because that'll stuff everything she does out. But you don't have to force her to the ground, because what she does in the air isn't very threatening. But you don't want to let her jump in on you for free. But if she's just jumping around, you don't have to ruin your spacing to stop her. And I don't know what you try to do, but it looked like you did something. I think you shot the whip full screen, which is the same thing you do against Adachi. You're not paying attention to what other characters' options are once you get full screen. It's like your immediate reaction when you're full screen is to press 5D. And the interesting thing is when you do the 5D, you don't do an optimal combo. But here's a combo right here. You're not dead, but oh wow, you get grabbed. Actually, right there is something that I really want to talk about. You got status to where you couldn't jump. So the obvious mix-up is going to be grab. The obvious mix-up is going to be grab. So you getting grabbed isn't a huge deal. I'm more so stuck on the fact that you have a 100 meter. You both have one round. All you need to do is get that tiny bit of the health bar away. All you need is to get just this bit away. All you need to get this bit away. And you're too stingy to spend that 100 meter. You're not going to have another round to spend this meter. You need to spend it. This is a 100 meter. You could have done a lot of things. You could have Shadow Frenzied to see what they would have done. You could have done a super into one more cancel. But guessing against the initial mix-up, especially when your status to where you to when the grab is so likely and so strong, is practically throwing the game, not spending any meter right there. And then you get another chance and you roll out. So let's see what you do now. You're holding the pressure. Okay, Thanatos. Okay, you took your turn back. Okay, good patience right there. I'm waiting for your turn. Okay. Way too patient right here though. When you're right here, I need you to jump forward. Hit her out of the air. If she air dashes back, don't continue walking back. You do not want to be full screen with Liz. You want to be mid-range. Once you air dash forward, you're not quite there yet. You don't really want to dash forward. Walking forward is a better idea when you're right here. You want to close the space to where you're at about your 5A range. So you want to get about right here. You're probably going to land right here. You want to get about right here, right here. You want to get about right here, so that your 5A can cover this space and that she's threatened by it. But let's see what happens next. When you get in, you immediately start walking back and lose ground. You're not threatening at this range. The only thing you can threaten from past your 5A range is Coop. But you're not doing it. Doing 5D is way too slow right there. And if you try to do 5D, you're going to get hit by one of her full screen options. Full screen is not the zone that you want to be playing at against this character. You're going to get beat there the whole time. Your 5D doesn't even hit full screen. Her laser hits full screen. It doesn't seem like you quite understand Mitsuru's range. Or you don't understand that her range is what she needs to stay strong. Because keeping this mid-range spacing makes it really scary against practically every character. And you're never really playing to that range. But what do you do round start? You coup. Okay, you're stuffing things out. But I wouldn't coup round start. I would just press 5A because that's faster. And you traded, so if you did 5A, you would have beat her out clean with a counter hit 5A. And you wouldn't be getting fucked up right now. And doing fake combos. Here it is. You actually could full screen, which honestly isn't a terrible idea because she can't run up and meet you from that far away. So cooping the stuff out, whatever she does, is actually really smart. But I want to see you try doing B coop more than A coop in neutral, because B coop can be spaced to where on hit you get the side knockdown for the safe jump, and on block you can space it to be plus and it'll still be your turn. It's crazy good, especially against Liz. Okay, right there. Why are you not holding back? Why is this not a... Right here. So you do 5A sweep. 5A sweep is good. It's really good autopilot block shrimp because 5A sweep, if they try to up back, the sweep will still tag them. If they mash buttons, the 5A will counter hit and the sweep will combo. So there's a lot of reasons that I won't go into right now why that swing is good. But I want to talk about why are you not charging right here? Why is this sweep not converting to B coop? Every time you land a random sweep in your pressure, which will happen a lot because Mitsuru's lull people to sleep. Mitsuru loves people to sleep with long bully block strings. This should always be a B coop follow up right here. You should always be charging whenever you do something. Whenever you're doing 5A, you're holding back. Whenever you're jumping, you're holding back. Whenever you 5B, you hold back right afterwards. Sweep, you hold back. You want to always have charge in case things like this happen, or to just burst movement coop. Once again, full screen, you're flexing 5D. You're prioritizing 5B more than everything. Like, as soon as you get into this range, earlier, let's see. Yeah, 5D. You don't want to close the space to get into your, like, more effective range. You just want to press the button that works at that range. And when you were at that range, it didn't even hit full screen, so it's not like, it's like you don't understand the character well enough. But what's the crazy part is that when you land a 5B, you not the combos every time. I can show you a combo afterwards that does more damage. It's basically just another booflet thrown in with an extra charge 5B sweep B coop. But squeezing in more damage is always important, especially when somebody is in awakening like Liz is right now. Because Mitsuru has a really hard time closing out rounds because her lack of ability to confirm into full combos mid-screen and in the corner. So leaving damage on table is huge, because now that could have probably killed with that blue health and stuff. If you just got the extra damage up, maybe it would have killed. But now you're getting fucked up. Now you lost the game. That's how it is. You likely wouldn't have killed, but the whole point is you should optimize your conversions. You are trying to mash against the Persona 5D. Another combo. This is huge damage right here. And you do a sloppy Mubufu dying input so you get backdash. That's kind of embarrassing. Okay. You're playing neutral, but not really playing neutral. You're actually just sitting full screen, running out your own Shadow Frenzy. I'm not sure why you're doing this, actually. Like, not at all. There's no hitboxes on screen, so why are you walking? Why are you not running forward or jumping forward or air dashing forward with JA? You're letting her control your space. You're letting her stall out your Shadow Frenzy. You're actually doing nothing. You need to get in there. If she does this, you can get over this. You're going here, over here, because you're just going to go up, air dash forward, JA. The only thing she can do against it is see you jump up, know that you're going to air dash, run up 2B. But you need to do something. You can't just stall out your own Shadow Frenzy. You can't just sit at Elizabeth's optimal range the whole game. You have to close that space in. Fishing for 5D at full screen is not Mitsuru strength. You jump. Okay. Oh, you're backdashing too far away. You're just throwing up your spacing. Because that first backdash, you're perfect range right here. Right here? Just walk a little bit forward and press 5A. You're great. And that right there is sweep. Sweep, B coop, safe jump every time. That should be B coop, safe jump every time. But you're holding the laser. Okay, you're poking in. And you air dash back. Why are you air dashing back? You should not be air dashing back. You should keep bullying at this range. UF button, she did not punish. Do not go back. Do not go back. But look, now you're giving her space to zone you out. She's just trying to walk away. I got no clue why they rolled. That's so crazy. Okay, and you let them walk up to you full screen with Elizabeth. They just ran at you in 5-8. That's insane. You actually were willing to spin that meter right there. Well, you actually could have just pressed 5A. It's only 1 frame faster. And you're playing Shadow Mitsuru. Your decision making with this character and your willingness to spin meter at certain times is really confusing me. Because sometimes it feels like you want to save your meter for the next round or save it for some round that's not there. And sometimes you spend it on SB coops that come from nowhere. $5D. Okay, they have walked up to you multiple times with Elizabeth and 5-8. You are scared of something, but I don't know what it is. You should be dead. You lost. You lost. Oh wow, you didn't lose. Okay. They should be embarrassed. And then you... Oh my god. Whoa. Okay. That's kind of crazy. So, you're so terrified that after this, for some reason you press 5. Okay, right here. You get your turn back and then laser. Okay, you get knocked down. Right here. It's your turn now. You press 5A. You threaten with 5A right there. They're running at you to try to either meet you or grab you into the Hama. You should be pressing 5A, not 5D. 5D has a sour spot, a dead zone. It's not going to hit there. I'm hoping that's a misinput, actually. That's probably a misinput. Because that kind of made no sense. Overall, you should probably just understand that Elizabeth's range and your range that you guys want to play at are completely different. She wants to be zoning you out full screen. You want to be mid-range, bullying her with your normals. And you actually can close the full screen distance really easily with B Coop. But when you were full screen, your priority was instead to 5D to try to hit her. Which is objectively the wrong course of action. But now we got Yosuke. Okay, so round start. I actually would back up against Yosuke here. You kind of have to play Yosuke's game because he's so goddamn fast. But you don't always want to play his game. When he's far away from you, he actually gives you a chance to start sort of like preemptively swatting the air. Like you're using a fly swatter against the bug or a fly. You want to be preemptively swinging in case Yosuke tries to cover a zone, or if he throws like a 5D or a JD, you can jump up JA and land with it, and that'll, if you do it correctly, cover the JA and his approach. And there's things that you can do to counteract Yosuke, but it is in his favor. round start, I would back up because his sweep is very threatening. So I actually like this decision here. Cooping, like A cooping right here, is kind of crazy. He has low recovery, but I wouldn't do it. I would B coop. I would just go all in on B coop. You get hit right there because you don't want to play against Yosuke. Okay, you get opened up. I'm not sure why you got opened up. And then you got mixed the fuck up. Okay. Okay. So you guys go back to neutral. You're still trying to press 5D. 5D is probably the worst thing that you can do against Yosuke. It hits at such a specific range that Yosuke is practically not going to be at. 5D is only going to hit Yosuke if Yosuke starts off full screen and runs at you on the ground the entire time, which a Yosuke player likely isn't going to do. They're likely going to approach at you from the air 8 out of 10 times. So doing 5D against Yosuke as your first instinct is just going to get you killed. You should definitely learn when to use 5D. You use it far too often. But it is your turn right here. Do you charge B? Oh, you just did it slowly. Okay, you didn't confirm of that. Okay, right here. You have to convert this. Right here, that's 5B, 5A, 5A, charge 2B, 2D, full combo. You have to confirm off those air hits. It's really important. And you dropped another combo again. You actually would have killed him off the auto combo, I think, if you didn't drop that. Again. Oh, wow. You dropped it again. That's another kill that you gave up. Oh, wow. And you gave up. That's 3 times in a row that your unfamiliarity with Shadow Mitsuru's auto combo stopped you from killing the opponent. This was actually good right here because the 5C backdash is really good. It's really gimmicky, but people don't know how to deal with it, so they get opened up by this all the time. 5C, backdash, 5A, because they'll either try to hit the persona and you get a 5A counter here, they'll try to jump out and the 5A hits them on the air. So this is pretty good right here, and you left at a good range, so we can't match 5A on you. He's still a mashing button still. Run up, and he mixes you up instead of ending the game. He still doesn't end the game, and they Tentera for you. Okay, that's borderline trolling. That was garbage. I don't know what that was. Anyways, aside from that. That was hard to watch. 5A round start, not bad idea, but still I would back off because Yosuke's sweep would just hit you round start, and you don't want to just let Yosuke get a free turn. But RPSing against Yosuke, if he doesn't ever do sweep, which most Yosuke's won't do sweep unless they really know the matchup or they played against Mitsuru a couple times and they're frustrated by it, they'll sweep. But right now it's not a bad idea, but you should keep in mind that walking back is going to be the safer option. You keep pressing 5D. Okay, you 5D right here. And then he goes in. And now you have to block because you're 5D left. When you're playing against Yosuke, you don't know where he's going to be. You pressing 5D is just guessing and hoping that he's going to be at that area full screen standing on the ground. You just need to stop doing that. There's not much to say besides you need to stop doing that. You did it again and sits there like not paying attention. They just get hit. Okay, they get caught. You're not close enough for the grab. Okay, good job trying to 5A him. You make it a little too obvious though. You're honestly just holding up and pressing A. But you got the gist of it. Okay, that was a pretty crazy scramble. You DP right here, and you go into Bufu 9, you do B Coop. You don't do B Coop. Okay. And they drop that combo. And then you got reset into another combo. Yeah, right there, you JA'd too early. Tech, press buttons. Tech buttons is really good with Mitsuru because their JA covers mad space. But you tech button way too early, so he just ran up 580 for free. And then you max DP again. You 5D'd again, he's not really paying attention. I don't know who this is, but they're just not adapting at all. Like you did the same exact thing. Okay. You jump round start. Actually not bad also. Not bad also. I would probably jump back though. Yeah, I would definitely jump back against the Yosuke. Because if they ever try to approach at you, you're likely gonna get hit. Or if they run up 2B, which a lot of Yosuke's won't be scared of. A lot of Yosuke's really aren't scared of running at you round start. The run up 2B, it is hard to deal with if you nuke your jump. It's practically impossible. So I would jump back in JA round start if you're gonna jump. Or I'll just wait for them to see what they do. But the jump up in JA isn't a bad idea. I do like that you're switching up your round starts at least. What you hit right here. What you do out this is pretty important. You really do have to block that. It's kind of tricky. You haven't seen it that much, but it's a pretty cheesy mix-up that they try to do. Okay, so you should not be mashing 5A when he's doing this. You should just wait it out. You should be patient and let him keep doing the somersault. Keep switching, like keep blocking both sides, switching between block, and when he has to land eventually, and you can just punish it when he lands. If you preemptively 5A, you'll get counter hit, or you'll miss your punish like that. But since he's on the ground now, you want to close in range and press 5A, and you just right there, you 5A the air, practically giving up your advantage in neutral because Mitsuru's 5A has over 20 frames of recovery. You can't just start whiffing 5A. But that was a really good jump back JA though, because these are really good. At that range right here, this is perfect. Because look at this. Look at this spacing. Yosuke's air dash is really good. He went from here to here. And though his normals are really big, he can't go that far. So you jumping back like this avoids any approach that he does from the air, which is most Yosuke approaches. So if he tries to approach you from the air, he's gonna whiff, and you can react to whatever he does right here. So you can just, if he does nothing but sit here, you will lose ground, but you'll still be safe. But if he does jump and approach, which is what they're most likely going to do, you can react to whatever they do, even if they're on the ground, unless they run up 2B perfectly, which would have to be a read. They would have to read you jumping back, run up 2B you clean. But they're too slow on it, you can JA them for free pretty easily. So that jump back JA was actually really good right there. Staying at specific ranges that people can't air dash to or can't dash to fast enough on reaction, jumping back right there or standing there is really good. Because if somebody commits to a jump, their air dash can only go so far. So covering the space that they can go is important. Because if he jumps, goes right here, he can only be right here. If you're just not right here, he can't do anything. If he tries to advance, he can't do anything. So whatever he does when he lands, it's your turn. But you don't quite get a counter hit, so You can't capitalize on it. But still something important to know. You're getting set played right now. Here it is. Oh, wow. Okay, well. You really just have to bet Yosuke's DP out raw. You are matching DP. You DP'd 5D'd again. You DP'd and wait to 5D. And he ran up and all-out attacked you. Okay. Did it happen again, actually? Right there, you got the 5A. Ground to air hit, and you didn't convert off a combo. So, that was definitely a kill right there. And then you get a falling J counter hit. You didn't try to convert off it. You just jumped back, which isn't too bad, because if you feel like the confirm isn't going to hit because you hit him too high, jumping back to try to stand at the range that they won't hit you is pretty good, because you go to about, well, you got about right here. Right here, you air dash back, go about right here. Most characters 5As won't hit, even with Yosuke's crazy broken 5A, because Yosuke has a 5A, crazy fast with disjointed range. So most characters 5As won't hit you if you air dash back from right here. You caught him right here. You try to pin him to the ground with the 5A, which is really good. He doesn't tech air button, so this is really good, but you 5A too late on the ground. You have to understand how. No, you have to understand what their options are after you hit them like that, because JA is really good at trying to coerce people to stay on the ground where Mitsuru wants them to be, but you got to understand what their options are after you hit them with JA. You DP'd. You have 100 meter. I need to see you try to spin it eventually. So that should be no. Okay. You didn't spin it there. Okay, nice bait. I'm not sure if you did that on purpose, but you did. Really fucking good bait. I wouldn't have baited that myself. Alright. I'm not sure why he actually bursted against Mitsuru right there, but okay. Okay, you should be dead. Oh no. Okay, you don't know that conversion. That's actually something pretty important to learn right there. The conversion for when you're in the corner and you know that the 2D is going to throw them behind you. There's a conversion specifically for that. This is alright right here. Actually, really good knowledge to know to dash cancel after this. And nice grab mix up and nice confirm off the grab. That was actually a pretty clean round. That one wasn't that bad. Walk back, nice. Now you have to try to pin him to the ground. Very good. Do you take him to the ground? You're going to walk him to the corner? No. Pressure him with 5A? Oh, okay. You back off way too early. Way too early. He was being very passionate on defense, so just bullying him into the corner with 5As or auto combos, 5Bs, sweep cancels is really good, because he has to force himself out the corner, and forcing himself out the corner is where most people make their mistakes. But you were doing very good until you backed off. You backed off too early. But it is good to know when to back off, though, because Mitsuru's neutral is very good, but against Yosuke, it's not that good. So you should almost never really want to back off against Yosuke. That's another DP. You are very DP happy. DP into 5D happy, actually. Wow, now you want to shut a frenzy? That has to be a misinput. But let's see how you play through it. You mash DP. You don't Bufu Dime when you land. Okay. Right here. Instead of pressing 2A, you should be mashing a super. You have Shadow Frenzy, and you block your DP. You can super cancel when you hit the ground. He missed his punish. He missed his chance to punish, and you still gave him the free hit. You can get some damage off this. Oh, you didn't super. I'm not sure if you know what to do right there, or if you misinputted it, but your confirms are very interesting. Well, your lack of confirms. Combo right here, auto combo, not that bad, just dumping for damage. This is very important right here though. You mash DP because you're really impatient on block. You're honestly not in too bad of a position right there because he already committed to his 5B. He already committed to 5Bs. He can't reverse B into 2A. So his pressure isn't that much threatening anymore. He has to do something pretty interesting to pressure reset at that point once he commits to a B normal and he's not 5A staggering you anymore. So you mashing DP right there, I don't know. It's throwing the game, but more importantly, it just shows that you're more focused on when to press DP rather than try to getting your turn back or trying to get out of his pressure. Because him pressing 5B limits his pressure options at that point. But I can just chalk that one down to you not knowing enough about Yosuke. Okay.